Hello, fellow preppers. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. And I want to talk about something that's been bugging me for a while. I've been having to think about it before I made a video. And what's bugging me is the topic of bugging out. Now, prepping is serious, and it's something that we should all do, and it should be more common sense. But, I like to wear camos, and, you see stuff on the internet, guys in camos, and AR-15s, M16s, and, all that other Rambo type stuff. But, that's kind of out there. Talking about, stuff hits the fan, or, without rule of law, and, the end of the world as we know it. I mean, that's really kind of out there. Let's look at practical reality, okay? Personally, I live about a mile from an interstate, and right along the interstate, there's railroad tracks, okay? So, there's a real possibility that there could be an accident, chemical spill, that I could get a knock on the door or hear an alert go off on the radio or TV that says that I need to evacuate, bug out, okay? Now, let's look at this. It'll probably be a localized event, meaning it might affect the area, maybe, a radius 5 to 10, 20 miles, maybe a little bit more. But if I'm bugging out, chances are I'm either going to bug out to a friend's house that's maybe 50, 100 miles away, or I'm going to be bugging out to a hotel. I'm not going to be bugging out in the middle of the woods or the desert and, trying to rub two sticks together to keep warm. That's just not going to happen, okay? Let's just get real. Now, of course, if there was, say, a terrorist set off a nuclear device and, blew up half the city, and it was going on all over the country, well, now we got a national event, and that's a whole different thing. Basically, we'd probably be at war. So, I'm not really concerned about that so much. So, I guess the bottom line is that once again, they got all these guys making their bug out bags and showing you what you need and arguing over this, that, or the other, the 5 things you should take. And it's like, you got to think for yourself, people. You make a plan and you prepare, and then, when the time comes, you put your plan into effect. And if it's not working, then you're going to have to adjust your plan. But, some of this stuff is just a little far-fetched. I mean, chances are, like if you had a Katrina type event, once again, you could bug out, across state lines where it's safe. You didn't have to stick around and, be subject to all the two-legged vermin that were taking advantage of the situation. It's just that simple. So, think for yourself, and, just don't run out there and spend a lot of money on something because it says, disaster preparedness or, survivalist or prepper, and because it's got a camo-colored handle or paint job or something, because that's just nuts. Okay, so let's just put our thinking caps on. And think, if you're going to bug out because you have to, then it's either going to be a short duration camping trip, or, you're just going to be bugging out on one of your friends' couch or something. But no matter what happens, failing to prepare is preparing to fail.